ट्रैफिक एक्सीडेंट था और एक लाइक ड्राउनिंग का केस था।
ड्राउनिंग कितना गंदा होता है बे, बहुत सड़ जाता है बॉडी पूरा।
बट उसका फ्रेश बॉडी था,
Fresh body था।
हाँ बट लाइक इट वाज वेरी
ट्रॉमेटाइजिंग। हम भी सिर्फ 2 देखे हैं, उसके बाद यू वोंट सी एनी मोर, दैट्स द ओनली यू विल सी।
आज ही 2 देख लिए थे। थैंक यू सो मच।
नो प्रॉब्लम। खाना हुआ?
खाना नहीं, हाँ मतलब उस टाइम में हो गया था, खाना के जस्ट बाद चले गए थे।
किसी ने उल्टी किया?
नहीं, किसी ने नहीं किया, कुछ लोग बाहर चले गए थे।
Somebody fainted?
Nobody fainted but some went out.
हमारे पास में एक बंदा फेंट हुआ था, 6 फुट का बंदा। He fainted.
I felt like I'll vomit or I'll faint. Something will happen.
बहुत गंदा है।
Probably thinking that why am I sitting like this and why am I not talking? It's because I am traumatized. मैं से बोला नहीं जा रहा. I cannot feel anything. I cannot think about anything. I'm severely traumatized right now. The thing which I have just watched, oh my god, I'm feeling thirsty. My throat is dried up, but I don't want to drink water. I don't want to put anything in my mouth right now. Have you ever heard that something was so bad that it made you sick in the stomach? Well, I'm feeling like vomiting right now. That was so intense. I cannot say anything about it. I'm shocked. I don't know how these professors and how these PGs, they choose forensic medicine and they survive that. Oh my god. It's been almost an hour, half an hour, more than half an hour, almost 45 minutes since I came out of that postmortem room. I have traveled 4 kilometers from my college to my hostel. I'm currently sitting in my hostel and still I'm not able to process that. I'm not able to come over that. I'm not able to explain it to you guys what I saw. It's traumatic. It's really traumatic. I'm recording this video because I want to come out of that. I want to go back to my normal life. And I hope that speaking about it will help me process what happened. But I'm unable to speak. I'm unable to do anything. I cannot do anything. I feel so lifeless in my body. I feel like, what makes you a living being? What qualifies you as a living person? You're just as dead as anybody else. Sleeping person is almost as dead as a dead person. And you just go and cut that person up and you just take out his organs and everything. Oh my god. If someday I'm able to talk about it in a normal way, I'll definitely tell you what happened. For now, I can just tell you that today I had my forensic classes, and like after the theory class, they told us that those who want to see postmortem, they can go to the mortuary. There are bodies there and we are going to do a postmortem for them. So like those who are interested, they should go there. And as always, I was super interested. So I went there. And then it was all okay because in my second year also, I had gone to the mortuary once because they had taken us, and I had seen dead bodies there, and I did not feel much of a difference because हमने anatomy में जो पढ़ा था, anatomy में जो practical किया था, and like it was a dead body on which we were doing everything. We were cutting her open and we were seeing her organs and everything else. But this time it was very different. Like in the second year we didn't feel much of a difference because they were just people who looked like they are sleeping. I had not seen anybody actually cutting up a person and like cutting up a fresh dead body. Oh my god, I don't even know if what I'm saying is right. I don't want to be rude, but that was very traumatic. Okay, so this time when I went, I thought that okay, again they'll teach us that what are the postmortem findings, what all you can see in a dead person, like from the outside, not from the inside. Okay, I had not expected to go inside someone's body with all that blood, all that fat, organs, everything. We went there, and initially the professor, he told us that okay, these are the findings you'll find in a person who died by drowning, and these are the findings you'll find in a road traffic accident victim. I'm sorry. And then we went to the postmortem room, and he just, not the professor, there was one guy who works there. I think he's a part of the team, I guess, who cuts open the bodies. So this guy just showed us initially some findings, like he opened the eyes and showed us that it was all red and congested, and then he opened up his lips and we saw the inner part of the lips. There were some hemorrhages there, and then he just started cutting up the body, and there was so much of blood, so much of he cut open his sternum, he kept it aside, and then he took out parts of different organs, stomach, the liver, the kidney, and then he started cutting his brain. He used a saw to cut open the skull, then he removed his hair along with the skin, then he opened his skull, then he took out his brain, and he just placed it back in his stomach. Not his stomach, his abdomen. And then they sewed him up. They took samples of everything, and I guess they'll send it to the lab. It was very traumatic. Very traumatic. I just want to go back to my normal life. I want to be the person who I was before going into that mortuary. I'm unable to go into my room. I'm sitting outside my hostel. I was coming by bus and I was feeling like I'll fall off the bus if I don't hold it. I'm unable to move. I just sat here and I cannot stand up now. I know you all gave your NEET exam yesterday. I know you all want to be doctors. But you know what? There are times when things will be like this. You will feel like what I am feeling. So just know this before coming here.